Hello, everybody, and welcome to the webinar of the week. This is our second mini meeting, so I hope that you remember me. I am your teacher and curator. My name is Anita, and today we're going to work again on your grammar and vocabulary that you have learned this week. So, how are you today? Hello, everybody. Hello, Maria. I can see your first comment here. So, how are you today? Send plus in the chat if you're doing great today, and send minus if you think that it could be better. So, your replies, please. Plus, if you think that you're doing great, and minus, and if you think that this could be better. I really hope to see so many pluses today because I'm doing great and I hope that you're doing great too. Oh, one means that you're doing great. I really hope so. Yeah, some pluses. Wow, so cool that you're doing great today. I'm pretty sure that we're going to have a really productive webinar, especially with the fact that today you're going to have something really special. But we're going to talk about this a little bit later. So let's start. And this is the webinar for you. And this week you have learned present simple tense and also some words for senses and feelings. But this week we are going to have one very special task for you. One very interesting thing, and for this thing, you're going to get presents. What it will be? This time, we're checking how attentive and how smart you are. Maybe you can see something unusual on this slide. Write down in the chat if something is really unusual today. Maybe you can see something weird, something strange. Can you see anything? Anything strange? Send in the chat, please. So, you cannot see anything strange yet. Okay, then let me show you this letter here. Why do we have a letter? What's going on in this webinar? Let me explain why we have this letter here today. So this letter is one of the letters that you'll need to find at all of the slides during this webinar. So somewhere on the slides, not on every slide, you will see the letters. And one letter, first letter is Q. Now I can see your answers here. So write down this letter and try to find some other letters, but these letters will be in different order, so you'll need to unscramble them to find one word. So it's not a word, you don't know the word yet. You don't write the word yet. We're going to have the word at the end of our webinar. So just write the letters, find the letters, and write them down, then to make a word. Be attentive. The letters will be in really different places. So be attentive. One person will get a present, but you don't know yet what the present will be. You're going to learn about this a little bit later. So let's move on to our next slide. And before we start talking about the grammar and the vocabulary, I want to check how attentive you are today. So here is the picture. and you need to count how many legs you can see here. Guys, don't write letters yet. Don't write letters. Don't write words. Just save them. Just save them for the next time. You don't know yet what the word will be. Don't write them now. This will be at the end of the webinar. Now write please how many legs you can see here. Count all the legs here. How many legs can you see here? So I'm waiting for the number. The first number from Raman is 12. Maria thinks that it's 13. Volodymyr thinks that 12 too. Okay, that's really interesting. 12 or 13. We're going to check it at the end of our webinar, and we'll see how attentive you were. So now it's time for us to revise the grammar. And as I've told you before, you worked with the present simple tense. And here is the structure of the present simple tense. As all tenses, present simple has its usage when we use it, and of course its structure. Let's talk about when we use this tense. Present simple is used to talk about different habits and the things that you repeat from time to time. So, for example, you can repeat something every day, you can repeat something always, usually, and so on. That's when we use the present simple. This tense has three forms, as I've told you before. These are affirmative, negative, and interrogative. Affirmative or positive form shows what you tell about something. For example, I live. Yeah, I live in Ukraine. Well, that's the fact about me. And I live in Ukraine all the time. I don't change my place. I haven't changed it before, and I'm not going to change it for maybe for this year at least. So that is affirmative form of present simple here. But as you can see, some of the words have different forms. Maybe you have noticed that he, she, and it here have different ending, and that's true. So if you have words such as I, you, we, and they in affirmative form, you don't have any endings. It's just I live, you live, we live, and so on. But if you have the words he, she, and it, you change the form and you add s ending. So it's not he live, it's he lives. The same is with she. She lives and it lives. That's right. All right then. That's true about affirmative sentence. So now write please in the chat one sentence about you, affirmative sentence about you. You can say that you live in the city, maybe you live in Kiev, you can say I live in Kiev, or you can use any other words. Maybe you can say that I eat pizza every day. Let's see what you do every day. Send one affirmative sentence about you. I'm gonna read your sentences. So you can send them now. All right then. Okay, it's so cool that you sent some smiles, but don't forget to send your sentences, okay? All right then. Let's move to the negative form. The negative form, it's when you want to say no. And for this, we use the same words like live, yeah, and the subject and so on, but you need to make it negative. And to make it negative, you need to add the words such as don't or doesn't. If you have I, you, we, and they, you use don't. But if you have he, she, or it, you use doesn't. He doesn't live, she doesn't live, and so on. And as you can see, we have no endings here. So guys, you can write your negative sentences, and I will read your positive sentences. I play with my cat every day. Cool. I live in, oh, I'm not sure. I live in Kiev. Yeah, I eat pasta with cheese. Oh my gosh, sounds so tasty. I live in Ukraine and I go for a walk every day. I like to speak. I live in Lomonosov Street. I live in Chernigiv. Wow, so many people from different places. I go to the park every day. Cool. I don't like toys. I often use my computer at 6 o'clock. Wow, cool. Don't you use it at other another time? Only 6 o'clock, yeah? Okay, then. So one more time, you can write your negative sentence. My sister doesn't like pizza. That's that's unusual, I must say. I thought that everybody likes pizza. But your sister doesn't. I don't live in London. Yeah, that's true. I don't live in Egypt. Yeah, me too, by the way. Cool. Nice work, everybody. Nice. So you have really cool sentences and everything is correct as far as I can see. Well done. Okay, then. So we've talked about affirmative and negative sentences, and now it's time to talk about interrogative sentences. And for this, we have the word do for I, you, we, and they, and the word does for he, she, and it. And these special words, they go at the first place in these sentences. So you say, do I live? Yeah, do I live in Ukraine or somewhere else? Does he live somewhere? Or maybe do they live? And so on. So it means that you have do or does at the first place. So now you can write one question was in present simple tense. Any question you like, I'm gonna read your questions. I can see some more negative sentences. I don't like cats. I do like cats. I don't like dogs. Cats, cats are the best. Yeah, we have the discussion. My father doesn't like cats. Yeah, Alexandra, your sentence is almost correct, but it's better to say, do you like to eat? So you have the person, you, do you, and so on. And then, like to eat or something. Does he like cats? I'm pretty sure he does. Well done. Do you live in Chernihiv? Cool. I don't. What about other people? Yeva lives in Chernihiv, I think. Do you like cats? I do. My sister can't use my computer. Mm-hmm. Cool. Some other questions, maybe? Do do you eat cats? Not really. I don't eat cats. I think that there was one character called Alf from one TV show, and he used to like cats. Do I live on Mars? Do you like sushi? Pretty much, I must say. Does she like cats and dogs? Definitely. Wow, really cool questions and so many questions. Well done, everybody. Okay, one more time. Let's talk about this stuff. Um, affirmative sentences or positive sentences. These are sentences where you tell about something, and if you have I, you, we, and they, you don't change anything. But if you have he, she, and it, you add s ending. Then, negative sentences, when you want to say no, you add don't to I, you, we, and they, and doesn't to he, she, and it. And don't forget that you have no ending here. So it's like he doesn't, and that's it. That's it. Okay. And in interrogative form or question form, you simply add do and does to the first place. Like, do I live? Does he live? And so on. And again, you have no endings here. You don't say, does she lives? You cannot say like this. You can only say, does she live? And that's it. All right, then, everybody. I see so many questions. Unfortunately, I cannot read them all. I cannot read all of your sentences, but you're doing pretty good. And we can move to the next slide. And we are grammar professionals here. And it's time for us to complete the text about Julia. You can see Julia here. Nice girl with blonde hair, and also she has a really cool sweater, I think. And we need to complete the text about Julia's daily routine. So let's do the first gap together, and I'm gonna read. Hello, I'm Julia. I something, don't know yet, early at 7. So guys, what do you think we have here? I'm Julia. I early at 7. What word can it be? Write your answers in the chat. What Julia can do early at 7 o'clock. Waiting for your replies in the chat. Right, guys? Get up. That's the first. What we can have? That's pretty good. Get up, right? But I think that we can have another word too. Maybe we can have wake up. Who knows? Okay, then we also have these different answers: wake up and get up. We're going to check it later. Then in the bedroom, my favorite green sweater. You can see it here. So what does she do with her sweater in the bedroom? Let's write in the chat the answer here. In the bedroom, my favorite green sweater. Let's move to this one. We already was the previous one. Yeah, I can see your answers. Pretty good. Where? That's the first answer. Any other ideas that you can have? Maybe something different? Two people think it's where. But can we have any other words here? Except for where. Maybe you have some other ideas. Right? In the comments. We're going to check it later. Then in the kitchen, I like orange juice and sandwich for breakfast. Sounds really tasty. So guys, what does she do in the kitchen? So she likes orange juice and a sandwich for breakfast. Dress up for sweater. That's really cool. And get. Mikhail says where first. Yeah, I can see that what you say. what you're saying. That's cool. Yeah, cool. But let's talk about kitchen now. And what does she do in the kitchen? The first word is cook. Okay, but except for this, maybe? Don't forget that she likes orange juice and the sandwich for breakfast. Cook. So many people think that it's cook. We're going to see it. All right then. Thank you for your answers for this one. Then I something in the bathroom. My teeth are white. So what? I in the bathroom. My teeth are white. Let's talk about next word. So I can say that eat, cook, and so on. Let's talk about next. What does she do in the bathroom? Okay, then next. I at 8. What does she do at 8? Let's say. Your answers. Okay, then. Cool. Let's talk about what she does at 8. Then, at school, I rice and tomatoes and some chicken or fish. So let's talk about this one. At school, I rice and tomatoes and some chicken or fish. This sounds tasty as well. Yeah, guys, you say that I wake up at 8, but we have already said that she wakes up at 7. Does it make sense here? We have school here. Maybe she goes to school because she has already woke up. All right then. After school, I and with my friends, Kate and Mary. All right then, waiting for your replies. What she does after school with her friends, Kate and Mary. Okay, can see your answers. We're gonna check a little bit later. And finally, at 7, I ate salad. And then I at 8. Let's write what we have for these two options. I something at 7. I eat salad, and also I something at 8. One answer is I do homework, play. Okay, cool. Play, do homework. All right then. Sounds nice. Eat again. Okay, but we said that she eats salad. Go home. Okay, let it be 1 minute to finish your writing. And it's time for us to see what is correct here. Okay, so let's check. Here are the answers. So you can read and you can see them here. And also, You can check it. I'm gonna read it to you. All right then. Hello, I'm Julia. I get up early at 7. I get dressed in the bedroom, my favorite green sweater. I have breakfast in the kitchen. I like orange juice and a sandwich for breakfast. I brush my teeth in the bathroom. My teeth are white. I go to school at 8. At school, I have lunch, rice and tomatoes, and some chicken or fish. After school, I go to the park and play with my friends, Kate and Mary. I have dinner at 7. I eat salad. I go to bed at 8. Okay, guys, so you can write in the chat how many correct answers you have, or maybe you have everything correct. So some of you said that it's get up and wake up. That's correct. No problem if you say get up or wake up early. That's kind of similar. Then some of you said that I wear in the bathroom, in the bedroom, but it's a little bit different because if you wear something, you need to say what you wear. But we don't have this word. It's somewhere at the end of the sentence. So you say, I get dressed in the bedroom, my favorite green sweater. And that's it. Have breakfast, brush my teeth. Some of you said that is brush. That's correct. But you need to remember that brush my teeth is important. Then go to school, have lunch, go to the park, and so on. Play, have dinner, and go to bed. So, guys, my congratulations. I can see your numbers. So, some of you have 6 correct, 5 correct, or 10 correct. Wow, pretty cool. Nice results, everybody. Good job. All right, it's time for us to move on. And here we have grammar Q&A session. And I'm reminding you that it's time for you to ask any questions about the grammar that you have. So write your questions, but if you don't have any questions, then just write I don't have any questions or write minus. Just send a minus. So I'm waiting for a minute, I guess, to see your answers to questions. Yeah, your questions, my answers. But if you don't have any questions, then just send minus or write that you don't have any questions. Okay, I don't have any questions, you're saying. All right then, pretty good. Why dressed, not dress? Uh-huh. Okay, there is a phrase, get dressed. And the dress, it's like a piece of clothing that girls can wear. That's a piece of clothing. And if you want to say that you wear something like your clothes, you just say get dressed. That's a phrase. It's like brush my teeth, but get dressed. Okay, any other questions? No other questions. Okay, then. So we can move on. And now it's time for us to talk about the vocabulary. Here are 4 pictures and 4 words, obviously. So write in the chat if you remember the words. What word is here? Was this guy who's doing like, ew, not really good thing. What we have here? Yeah, sad story. Really sad story. Then what about this guy? And also this girl. Write down in the chat what words we can see in these pictures. Smelly, the first word, okay. Let's talk about other words. If you don't remember, it's not a problem. Sticky, okay. Hungry. And what about the last one? All right then, yeah. And what about the last one? Quite. All right, it's time to see. And yeah, very good. The first one is smelly. That's right. Okay, then number 2, that is delicious. Yeah, the boy is hungry. That's right. But this burger is delicious. It's very tasty. Tasty or delicious? Okay, then sticky. Yeah, if you just step on this chewing gum, it's kind of sticky. So, yeah. And one more word is quiet. Yeah, that's correct. So we've got smelly, sticky, delicious, and quiet. So if you don't remember those words, try to remember them. Okay, then it's time to move on. And this is our vocabulary professionals task where we need to think what words we can use to describe these objects. So here are the phrases. I can see your eyes, I can hear your ears, I can smell your nose, I can touch with your hands, yep, and I can taste. So let's think, what about these words? So rose. Can we see it? Can we hear it? Can we smell it? Can we touch it? Can we taste it? Send in the chat your answers. What can we do to these rows? See, hear, smell, touch, or taste. Uh-huh. I can touch a dog. Okay. Yeah, but let's talk about everything. Smell. We can smell a rose. I can see all objects. Yeah, that's right. Okay, of course we can see a rose. We can smell it because it smells really, really wonderful. Okay, then what about snowball? This is a snowball. Let's say what we've got here. We can touch, we can see it. Oh, some of you can taste it or what? Okay, yeah, of course we can see it, we can touch it. Yeah, if you really want, you can taste it, but it's not a good idea, I think. Then what about the cookie? See, smell, touch. But I think that you can also taste this cookie. It's really delicious, I guess. All right then. What about this object? This bell? I can taste the pizza. All right, cool. But let's talk about some other objects too, about bells. Touch, taste, and see. I think it was not about the bell. I really hope so. Yeah, we can hear it. We can see it. We can touch it. But it doesn't have a special smell, and it's not a good idea to taste it. Then perfume. Of course, you can see and smell it. You can see everything, actually. Then the dog. The dog is unique because we can see it. We can touch it. We can hear it barking. and so on. Okay, what about other objects? This bath, you can see it. You can touch the water. You can touch the bath. Yeah, and if you add something really, I don't know, some special things like your soap or the balm for your bath, then you can smell it. Okay, cool. Then pizza. Pizza, we have already discussed that you can see and you can taste it and you can touch it, of course. It's pretty good. Then rainbow. Actually, talking about the rainbow, I don't really think that we can hear it, but we can see it. That's this object like this. And then piano. We can see it. Yeah, that's right. We can touch it. Cool. I see your answers here. Yeah, and we can hear it, of course, because you're playing. You're touching this things, and you can hear it. All right, then the sun. What about the sun? Actually, we cannot touch the sun. We can see the sun, and that's it. All right then. And popcorn, of course. Sophia is right in taste. Yeah, of course. And we can see it, we can smell it. Yeah. By the way, you can write in the chat what popcorn you like. Do you like classic popcorn? Or maybe you like caramel popcorn? Or maybe cheese popcorn? Let's see how many popcorn lovers we've got here. Yeah, and sometimes even if you're cooking this popcorn, you can hear it like popping or something. Okay, cool. So many things that you have told me, that you have written in the chat about all these objects. So cool. Well done, everybody. And now we can move to the next task for us. And this is vocabulary Q&A session. Okay, it's time to stop writing about your favorite popcorn. You like caramel, salty, cheese popcorn. I like all popcorn. That's me. That's just me. Okay, it's time for us to have our vocabulary Q&A session, questions and answers. So guys, one more time. If you have questions, you can write them in the chat. But if you don't have any questions about these words, you can just send a minus or just say that you don't have any questions. That would be cool. All right, waiting for your questions if you have some. I don't have any questions. Okay, that's pretty good. You understand everything. And if you do have some, that's totally fine too. All right, guys. I'm just waiting. No questions, yeah? Okay, then. So if you don't have any questions, I think we can move on to our next task and let's see what we've got there. And it's time for idioms. And here is the next thing, what we're doing. This idiom is called I'm all ears. Yeah, so we have discussed some phrases about listening, about hearing, and I'm all ears. It means that you are ready to listen. So, for example, you open this webinar and you're saying that you are all ears. It means that you are ready to listen to me and you can be really attentive. So I really hope that you are all ears, that you are all ears now, that you are all ears during our webinar, and you can do anything. Okay. So guys, please send plus in the chat if you are all ears during our webinars. So send plus in the chat if you are all ears today. I really hope so. I'm waiting for your pluses, everybody. You are very active today, so it means that you are all ears. But I want to see your pluses too. Oh, some first pluses. You are all ears today. So cool. So nice. Great. Okay, then. You're all ears, but now it's time for us to move to the next thing. And now it's time to prepare your phones because we are going to to play Kahoot. So prepare your phones, take your phones, because you need to play Kahoot with your phones. And I hope that you know this game, but I will tell you what you need to do if you don't. So please take your phones and send a plus in the chat if you have a phone to play this game. But if you don't, send a minus. If you don't have a phone in for this game, you just can send the answers in the chat, so it's not a problem. So if you do have a phone, that's great. It's super cool. But if you don't have a phone with you right now, then you can write the answers in the chat here. I will read your answers. So it's time for us to open our Kahoot. It's time for us to see what game we have here. Yeah, 1 second. I'm waiting for your replies that you have some phones. Yeah. So, do you have your phone? Really do hope so. If you don't have a phone, it's not a problem. One more time. Then we can just play like this. So, let's start. It's time for us to play. And here it is. Our Kahoot about the present simple tense. So now guys, you need to take your phones and you need to open this website, kahoot.it. Open this website. This website, I will send a link in the chat for you. Open the website and then write the pin where you have the phrase pin. So write the pin and show what name you have there. Your name. Write your name. Follow the link and write your name. We have 2 people there. Okay. But I can see that on our webinar, there are more than 2 people. So guys, join please. Only 3 people? I'm pretty sure that we have more people. 5 people. 6 people. Okay, we're gonna wait for 30 more seconds and then we start. Okay, so if you don't have a phone, then you can just write your answers in the chat. So I'm starting. It's time for us to start. Game pin is here, 662-789. We're starting. The present simple. So here is the first question. We use the present simple for facts and permanent states, general truths and laws of nature, habits and routines, and timetables and programs. So it's time to start. My dinner at 8 o'clock every day. So choose eats, eat, ate, or eaten. Wait for this, like be careful with the time. Right, guys? Why only one answer? I think we're going to wait a little bit. Game pin is here, 662-789. 662-789. Okay, guys. It's time for the next. My brother, the newspaper every morning. So choose your answer. Reads, has read, read, or is reading. Your answers, please. And one person is correct here. Well done. So it's reads because my brother, it's he, and we use it like this. Okay, it's time to move to the next. And next. So here you need to place the answers in the correct order. Oh, what's wrong? If you have something, if something is not okay, then just write your answers in the chat. Write your answers in the chat. Якщо щось не так з Kahoot, пишіть свої відповіді у чат, будь ласка. If something is wrong with Kahoot, then just the next, please. Okay, next. Mr. Salim. Don't or doesn't, never or didn't, gets up late. So guys, if you have some troubles, just write in the chat. Write your answers in the comments. So we have some, you say that you have some problems, right? So let's do it next. So you don't have your phone, so just put your phones away. Just put your phones away. And now let's write everything in the chat. Okay? Yes, I see. У мене зависає. So then just write your answers in the chat. Yeah, doesn't. Okay. But it's not doesn't actually, it's never. Okay, so write your answers in the chat. But never gets up late because here we have S ending. S ending here. Okay, then if you have never, then it's correct. Then it's time for the next. Write your answers in the chat here too. What time you usually go to work? I'm waiting for your answers in the chat. Oh, I cannot kick anybody now, so just write your answers in the chat. Yeah, and this one, it's do. What time do you usually go to work? And that's correct if you have this in the chat. Well done, everybody. Then, next. Water, and more quickly in the sunshine. Evaporates, is evaporating, evaporate, or evaporated. Write down in the chat what you think is correct. I'm waiting for your chat replies. Okay, somebody answered here in the Kahoot. Okay, and your answers in the chat for water. Yeah, that's evaporates. That's correct. If you have this in the chat, that's pretty cool. Then here we have our true or false task. And we need to choose if we use the present simple for general truth and laws of nature. Red block, like false, you think it's false, so write down true or false. You say red, so it's false. Okay, then. Right, actually, it's true. We do use the present simple for general truth and laws of nature. That's right. If you have this, then my congratulations. Then our next quiz task. The sun ray, 8 minutes to reach the earth. Don't forget that this is present simple and it is the word takes. Because the sun ray, it's 1 and you have takes. You add S ending here. So if you have this here, then very good. All right, then we have 3 more questions and we're done with this. Don't forget to write your answers in the chat. So Romeo and Juliet, a famous play, are, is, were, or was. All right then, so we can already see this answer, and that's right, that it's is. That's true. So if you have this in the chat, then it's correct. So the next one, teachers to be patient and calm. Needs, needed, need, or is needing. Right then, your answers in the chat. Yeah, they are kind of different. All right then. But here is our answer, and it's need. Is needing, it's not like this one. So they just need in general, and not teacher, but many teachers. Okay, and finally, our final answer, where you need just to write a phrase. What do you usually do in your free time? Write in the chat what you usually do in your free time. Okay, I'm gonna read your answers from the chat, so no problem here. Okay, and I can see that everybody is a winner here for our Kahoot, because you have so many correct answers, and that's pretty good. Well done, everybody. All right, then it's time for us to move to the end of our webinar, and it's time for us to see how many legs we've got here. Let's check. This answer is 12, and you can see the circles near each leg. So yeah, if you had these number, then my congratulations. That's pretty good. Okay, guys, and now it's time for us to see the winners. You had to find different letters on different slides. And now it's time for you to write the word. So please write your comment with the word once. Only once. If you want to know the person who wins today, write the comment with the word once. Okay, I can see the first comment. So I'm going to write your names to the random chooser. To the random chooser. So I can see first person. Please write only once. Only once. Sophia, you wrote it twice. So we have Sophia has right answer. Maria has right answer. Then, if I'm not mistaken, Mikhail has right answer. Yes. Wait a second. I need to check. Mikhail, Andrei. Then Vera. Yeva has the not really. It was not a question. Then Anelia, you write only once, please. So one more time, I'm checking Vera. Then Anelia, Andrei, Mikhailo, Sophia, and Maria. Yes. So we are finishing at this. Alexander has the right answer too. Okay, so now we stop. You cannot write more. So here are the people who wrote the correct answer. And now the randomizer is going to choose the name. Okay, one more person. Okay, and yeah. So randomizer, good luck to everybody. And now it's time to choose. And our winner for today is Michael or Mikhail. Mikhail, if I'm not mistaken, Podosko. Yeah, Mikhailo Podosko, you win today. You're going to know what answer, what present you will get a little bit later. So, Mikhailo Podosko, you are the winner today. You're going to have a little present from us, but a little bit later. For others, don't be sad. You can win for the next time and you can get the presents for the next time too. Okay, so it's time for us to say goodbye, actually, our favorite penguin for bye-bye. Thank you for being here. My congratulations to the winner. And others, just don't be sad. You can win for the next time. See you, everybody.